Welcome back everybody to Dirt 4, so we're continuing on with the Historic Super Series, and yeah, in this episode we're in for another 8 stages at Michigan, USA, and even though we did come first in Sweden in the previous episode, it was a little bit dodgy in terms of some of the stages. We were a little bit all over the place, a little bit too crash heavy, and not as smooth as I would have liked in Sweden. So yeah, hopefully we'll do better in Michigan, because it is a bit easier than Sweden. So yeah, let's get started. Obviously we have 25 points on the table, so we're in a good position. And yeah, first stage, 4.92 miles, 49 feet elevation, light gravel surface, half past midnight, and it's light rain. So yeah, not the best starting conditions, but hopefully it means that we will have plenty of daytime stages as we progress, because we do have 7 more to go after this one. So, and it is only half past midnight, so should have plenty of morning races on the go. Right, no need to upgrade the vehicle because we did all that in the last episode, so let's get started.
There's been a hold-up, so we're having a delayed start.
Here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 110 over bumps, 60. Right 3, post inside, into left 4 long over bumps, into right 5, don't cut, 60, left 5, into right 4 long over bumps, into left 3, right 5, keep left over jump maybe, left 4 through dip, 60, don't cut, right 5, right 5, into left 4 crest opens, 60, right 6, 150, right 3 long, keep in, 100, and right 6, into left 3, left 5, 60, turn, acute right, and right 6 long, 60, and right 6, into left 3, right 6, into left 4 long, opens, keep in, don't cut, 100, left 3 long, keep in, 250, right 3 long, keep in, 150, left 4 over crest, and right 6, and left 5, right 5, keep left over jump maybe, left 4 through dip, 60, don't cut, right 5, right 3, don't cut, into left 4 long over bumps, into right 5, 60, crest 60, turn acute right 60, post outside, keep left over crest, left 5, 60, and right 6, into left 3, post outside, left 3 long, keep in, 200, right 3, into left 6, right 3, don't cut, into left 4 long over bumps, into right 5, 200, right 3 long, keep in, 100, and right 6, into left 3, right 5, into left 4 crest opens, 60, right 6, 150, turn open hairpin right, don't cut, and right 5, left 5, right 6, into left 4 long, opens, keep in, don't cut, 250, right 6 over crest, 150, left 6, 60, right 4 tightens over crest, into left 5, 200, right 3, into left 6, and right 6, into left 3, and right 6, into left 3, post outside, left 3 long, keep in, 150, left 6, long over bumps. Into left 3, 80 to finish. Okay, take it
Well, that went far better than the first stage in Sweden in the previous event. I know we sort of lost some time in those final couple of parts, but still far ahead by more than 16 seconds.
Great result, well done.
And obviously we didn't crash, and it was just generally a lot smoother. Obviously Michigan is a little bit easier than Sweden, like I said at the beginning of this episode. But that's only generally because there's less to hit. Obviously you do have trees, signposts and those verges that are on the left of the screen right now. But you also have more runoffs, you have flatter surface on the on occasions off the course. And obviously you don't have snowbanks or anything lining the course, so yeah, a lot less to hit and a lot less to you know, roll you over or anything, because those snowbanks do roll you over, as we saw in the previous episode. And obviously we don't have any of that to deal with, so yeah, much easier place to be racing on this game, Michigan is. Which, you know, makes me kind of nervous for the next event, because that is obviously in Wales, and Wales has been notorious throughout this playthrough for being my least, you know, capable place to drive on this game. So yeah, let's move on to the next stage. See what this one has in store for us. So even longer this time, it's 6.25 miles, 98 feet elevation, light gravel surface once again, but it's 4:15 and fog patches, so a little bit brighter, but we'll still need our headlights, nonetheless, because obviously there are fog patches, which can be quite dense and restrict visibility quite a lot. So yeah, still got all our headlights on. So yeah, still gonna have to be careful, have to be cautious again, but at least we are progressing through the day a whole lot quick, because we've gone from half past midnight to 4:15, so should be daylight in no time.
And right 6, and left 5, 150, right 3 long, keep in, 100. Left 3 long, keep in, 100. Left 5.
Well, the fog doesn't look all that dense right now, but it can get a lot denser than it is. It's still none at the end of the day restricts visibility. A certain length, oh dear.
Right 5, keep left over jump maybe. Left 4 through dip, 60. Right 5, right 6, into left 4 long, opens, keep in, 100. Right 5, into left 4 crest, opens, 60. Right 6, left 5, 60. Right 4 through dip, keep middle over crest, left 5, right 5, and left 6, and right 4 over crest, right 5, keep right over crest, 60, turn acute left, 60, crest, 200, right 3, into left 6, 150, right 3 long, keep in, 200, right 3 long, keep in, 100, left 5, 60, right 4 through dip, post inside, keep middle over crest, left 5, 80, left 6, 60, right 4 tightens over crest, into left 5, 60, right 5, keep left over jump maybe, left 4 through dip, 60, right 5, right 6, into left 4 long, opens, keep in, don't cut, 100, right 5, keep left over jump maybe, left 4 through dip, 60, don't cut, right 5, 150, right 3.
Hopefully we do well in this event, well enough to offset any bad luck or poor stages that we have in Wales, because yeah, I'm really expecting that to be really rather bad, because Sweden I'm normally really good at, and in this car it didn't go as well as I would have liked. Obviously we still came first, but I feel we got a bit lucky on the final stage, final couple of stages really, with that event. usually Sweden is a lot smoother than that, so Sweden was a bit of a tough one in this car, then Wales really is going to be, so quite worried about that. But for now we are doing pretty well in Michigan.
Left 5, right 6, into left 4 long, opens, keep in, 150, left 6, 60. Right 4 tightens over crest, into left 5, 60, right 3, don't cut, into left 4 long over bumps, into right 5, 150, right 4 long, tightens, keep in, into left 6, don't cut, post outside, left 3 long, keep in, 100, left 5.
See, sorry about your ribbons.
Into right 4 long over bumps. Into left 3. Past junction. Left 4 long. 100. Right 5. And left 6. And right 4 over crest. Left 5, 60. Right 4 through dip. Keep middle over crest. Left 5. Left 3 long, keep in, 150, right 4 long, don't cut. And right 6, don't cut, 150, left 6, 60. Right 4 tightens over crest, into left 5, 150, right 4 long, tightens, keep in, into left 6, don't cut. And right 6, into left 3.
I'm on a ribbon rampage this stage.
Right 3, into left 6, and right 6, into left 3, right 6, into left 4 long, opens, keep in, don't cut, 250 to finish. Okay, slow down for the marshals.
Well, that went well once again. Obviously, it was a little bit more in terms of damage. You certainly hit our bodywork a fair bit at some points. As you see, the bumper is a little bit scuffed, and there probably is some damage on one side of the bodywork after we hit one of those verges. But again, we have come first, and yeah, we're extending our lead by a fair bit over Alvarez. And E. Harris, who was in contention in the previous event, is in 4th. So yeah, we're doing a lot better than we were in Sweden at this point. Which is all good as far as I'm concerned. Because hopefully with us doing well here, we can seal the win with the championship no matter what we do in Wales. Because like I said, really not expecting us to do well there. So yeah, let's move on to the next stage. Hopefully this is shorter than those previous two. And it is at 3.71 miles, 49 feet elevation, light gravel once again. And 5:30, but with fog patches again. But it is getting brighter as we go stage by stage, so yeah, the daylight and the sunlight will help us in that regard. Those fog patches are still going to reduce visibility in general. Get to repair the vehicle, shouldn't be too much damage. I'm going to clean it. And yeah, just a little bit of light damage to the bodywork, with no surprise, and then light damage to the dampers again. No surprise, because they're taking a lot of hits in terms of the rough surfaces and jumps that we're going over, so no surprise there. But brand new car, barely any damage to repair, so let's get going.
Alright, a good position, and we'll get some cash flow for parts.
He's obsessed with parts. They're not all that expensive to upgrade a vehicle on this game, to be honest.
5, 4, 3, 2,
a lot cheaper than fully upgrading a car in Forza.
go. Keep left over crest, 200. Right 3. Into left 6. And right 6. Into left 3.
These fog patches seem a lot denser than before.
Into right 4 long on the bumps. Into left 3. Don't cut. Right 5. Into left 4 the crest opens. 60. Right 6. Right 5. Keep left over jump maybe. Left 4 through.
Yeah, they can't see that far ahead of me.
Right 5. Don't cut. 80. Left 6. 60. Right 4 tightens over crest.
This is an advantage that the AI have.
60.
They don't have to deal with poor eyesight or poor visibility in general.
60. Right 6. Into
Like I said, we do have a decent lead over the over Alvarez, so if we have to lose a bit of time to make sure the car's in good shape for the next stage, then so be it. I'd rather have a solid car for a stage that is probably going to be a lot better in terms of visibility than a wrecked one for a, you know, better time over Alvarez to, you know, extend our lead further. Sometimes you should lose a little to gain a lot.
Into left 3, don't cut, right 5, keep left over jump maybe, left 4 through dip, 60, right 5, don't cut, right 5, and right 4, post outside, 130, right 4 long, tightens, keep in, don't cut, into left 6, right 5, keep left over jump maybe, left 4 through dip, 60, right 5, left 6 long,
Fog patches are clearing.
60. Right 5, 100.
A lot better visibility now.
Left 6, 60. Right 4 tightens over crest. Into left 5, 150. Right 4 long tightens, keep in. Into left 6, don't cut. Left 5.
What I like about Michigan is their stages are generally rather fast paced. Very few corners where you have to fully brake on. And really those hairpins and the cute lefts or rights that you have to bother with.
Into left 6, right 5, and left 6, and right 4 over crest, right 5, keep left over jump maybe, left 4 through dip, 60, right 5, left 5, 60, to finish.
Whoa! Not mean to do that, but we did improve our time distance by a couple of seconds or so. We have damaged the car a bit from hitting that finish box.
Alright, so not bad. Let's push on the next stage.
Not bad. We're still in second place or whatever it was. Yeah, still in second place. It's hardly a poor showing, especially after 2 first place positions beforehand. We're still in first overall. So yeah, car performed really well. As per usual, really no faults with this Audi whatsoever, quite frankly. It's only really my driving that, or my driving style that isn't wholly compatible with it, but slowly learning it, slowly changing my way of driving to fit how the car handles or how the car drives and accelerates, etc. Because no doubt that as a turbocharged car from the mid-80s, it is, you know, really rather heavy on the turbo. It really does rely on that for a lot of the power, so as soon as that comes on, you're flying, but it can suddenly come out of nowhere at times. You'll have nothing, and then the turbocharger, and then you're flying about 100 mile an hour. So you have to be on the watch for that, but generally that went really rather well. Only real damage was at the end, and hopefully even that won't be too much in terms of damage, hopefully mainly bodywork. So yeah, let's move on to the next stage. So shorter once again at 3.67 miles, 131 feet elevation, light gravel once again, and even though there are fog patches, it is 8 in the morning, so it's going to be a lot brighter. That sunshine is going to be penetrating through those fog patches, hopefully, and giving us a bit more visibility. But yeah, this is easily the longest run of fogs that we've had on an event before, I imagine.
It's looked better, but she's running okay. Good luck.
It's one thing you have to be careful of when trying to finish on this game, is not to hit those boxes at the end. Even though you finish, you're still going to probably carry that damage forward into the next stage, as we are doing now. Oh dear. Yeah, these fog patches are still, again, dense, even though it is later in the day. The sunshine isn't popping through like I hoped. Hopefully it will clear up towards the end like it did before. Right now, yeah, I wish I had my additional headlights on. That would help a great deal.
And left 6. And right 4 over crest. Post outside. Left 3 long, keep in, 200. Right 3. into left 6. Right 3, don't cut. Into left 4, long over bumps. Into right 5, 60. Right 6. Into left 4, long, opens, keep in, don't cut. 200, turn, open, hairpin right. Post outside, 80. Left 4 over crest. And right 6.
Seems to be clearing up a little bit, maybe.
Right 5, keep left over jump maybe. Left 4 through dip, 60, don't cut. Right 5, 150. Right 3 long, keep in, 100. Right 5. And left 6. And right 4 over crest. And right 6. Into left
Oh dear.
3.
Oh, well, I've avoided the trees, luckily. Did not want to hit them.
Right 5.
It's bad enough hitting a finish box, but at least that finish box moves.
Right 6.
Those trees,
Right
obviously,
6.
do not.
Long inside. And left 5. 40 through dip. Right 6
How was
over
that?
crest. 200. Turn.
Something in
left
the
1,
road.
Don't cut. 60.
I was not warned
Left
about.
5. Into right 4 long over bumps. Into left 3. 150. 200 over bumps. 200. Right 3. Into left 6. Left 5, 60. Right 4 through dip. Keep middle over crest. Left 5, 60. Left 4 over crest. And right 6. And left 5. Right 3. Don't cut. Into left 4 long over bumps. Into right 5, 60. And right 6. Into left 3. Right 5. Keep left over jump maybe. Left 4 through dip. 60. Don't cut. Right 5. Left 5. 60. Over finish to stop.
Well, we avoided the finish box this time. And I thought, oh dear, well,
Amazing result.
didn't avoid
That's
doing that.
unbeatable.
Too busy looking at how far ahead we were from Alvarez, but yeah, we've beaten him resoundingly there. He was in 4th place, so yeah, we're well ahead of him now. E. Harris surprisingly came into 2nd. Does that change the board? Not at all, but we are, as you can see, far away ahead of Alvarez now, so yeah, even if we do lose a bit of time in the next few stages for fog or any other reason, then we've at least got that buffer between me and him. So yeah, there we go. Let's move on to the next. No. Did that last episode. Let's move on to the next stage. So, shortest stage yet on this event at 2.65 miles, 49 feet elevation, light gravel once again, and 10:15, but light rain showers this time rather than fog. So yeah, that's what it's been this event, hasn't it? Rain or fog. Hopefully we'll get at least one dry day. Dry, sunny, bright day, when we don't have to deal with anything restricting our visibility.
It is just that.
Yeah, the car's seen better days cosmetic wise, but
5, 4,
apparently everything else is alright.
2, 1, go. Left 4 through dip, 60. Right 5, right 6. Into left 4 long, opens, keep in. 200, right 3 long, keep in. 150. Left 6, 60. Right 4 tightens over crest. Into left 5, 60. Right 5. Keep left over jump maybe. Left 4 through dip, 60. Don't cut. Right 5.
Oh,
Right
looks like
5.
that's the
and
back end
left
there for
6,
some reason.
and right 4 over crest, 60. Left 6. And left 4 long, 80. And right 6. Into
So this car's been relatively planted in that regard, but for whatever reason, probably the rain has slowed out a little bit.
into left 6, don't cut. Left 6, don't cut. And left 4 long, 80. Right 5, don't cut. And right 4, don't cut. 60.
Whoa!
And right 6.
Well, we just slightly caught the edge of that mound
We go
there.
rear left puncher. Into left
Got a
3.
rear left puncher, and our door is wide open.
Turn. Right 2.
Damn it.
And
This
right
is what I was
4.
talking about having that buffer between me and Alvarez.
5. Into left 4 crest opens, 60. 60.
this is only a
left
short
6.
stage.
And left 4 long, 100. Left 4. And right 6. Into left 5.
That tyre's
80.
gone.
Left 6. 60. Right 4 tightens over crest. Into left 5. 200. Right 3. Into left 6. Left 5. Into right 4 long over bumps. Into left 3. 200. Over finish to stop. Slow to the marshal, please.
Yeah, that didn't go well. But 9 seconds is not going to be enough for Alvarez to overtake us there. But that was a hefty amount of damage there on that one mound.
Current standings have been updated.
Just that one crash and it took us our door out and our wheel. So let's see that again. That's what I'm on about with these fast Michigan stages. You only have to make one little mistake and you will damage yourself heavily. Yeah. So we came around this corner. And came around this corner, but we came out too wide. Sliced into it. And that's the tyre gone, the door wide open. And there go our chances of coming first overall. As you can see, tyres deflating. Losing traction on it by the second. And obviously eventually it goes. Like that. That's what made us go off there and hit that sign, well, 2 signs. And having very little in the way of rear end grip. So yeah, 5th place there, but as you can see, we're still in 1st. We've still got a near 30-second lead. So yeah, we just don't have to make mistakes like that again, and then obviously we'll hopefully take the 1st place. So yeah, let's move on to this next stage, 6th stage out of 8, 2.68 miles, slightly longer, 82 feet elevation, light gravel surface, and finally it's not rainy or foggy, it's just a little bit cloudy at 12:15 in the afternoon. So yeah, pretty much perfect visibility conditions. Hopefully we get to repair. No, we do not.
Okay, Marshall says to look out for changing weather.
But the tyre will have been changed. It's just the bodywork that and any other under carriage damage we're going to be wary of.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 110 over bumps, 60. Post outside. Left 3 long, keep in, 150. Left 6, 60. Right 4 tightens over crest, into left 5.
So yeah, this Michigan might well be one of the easier places to race at, but that does not mean you can take liberties with it, because as proven in the previous stage, you can very well easily ruin your chances on the stage with just one mistake.
60, don't cut. Right 5, right 5, don't cut, and right 4, don't cut. 60, left 6. And left 4 long, 80. Past junction. Left 4 long, 150. Right 4 long.
Oh dear, didn't like that.
And
I
right
thought
6.
we got off lightly compared to the last stage.
And right 6. And left 5, 150. Right 3. Into left 6, 100, right 4 long, tightens, keep in, don't cut. Into left 6, 80, left 4, and right 6, into left 5,
Fog patches are back. What happened to them going away? It's a freaking thing. And there goes the AI racing ahead because they don't have to deal with this. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Into left 6, 80, left 4, and right 6, into left 5, 60, over finish to stop. Slow to the marshal, please.
Well, that fog patch incident really screwed us over. Nearly as slow as we were last time, even without a tyre, so... yeah, disappointed in that.
Like
that's going to give Alvarez more chance to gain ground on us. So yeah, 9th place that time instead of just 5th. Yeah, that's very poor. Alvarez, even though he's on 2nd, is still going to gain several seconds on us. So, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, he's more like 20 seconds behind now instead of 30. So, yeah, got to book up our ideas in the next couple of stages, otherwise we may well lose our first place position, which is not something I want to do, especially considering we have Wales coming up in the next episode. So, yeah. Longest stage this time, 3.77 miles, 65 feet elevation, light gravel surface, 2 in the afternoon and overcast. So, yeah, decent conditions again. Hopefully we don't have any fog patches coming out of nowhere to slow us right down, because that was really annoying. At least we get to repair the vehicle, which is obviously something we need after a couple of damaging crashes. We can easily repair it, and now it looks brand new, so let's get going.
Okay, fast but smooth, please.
I'm trying.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Right 6 over crest, 80. Right 5. And right 4, post outside, 150. Right 3 long, keep in, 200.
If there are no fog patches this time around and we don't cock up, then we should be alright. So we gained a little bit of ground that we lost.
Into left 6. Left 6 through dip, right 5. And left 6. Right 6, and bump, and left 4. And right 6. Left 5. Into right 4 long over bumps. Into left 3. Right 5. Keep right.
I don't know whether or not they have or not, but because I've not checked, but this is one of the few games that doesn't really have DLC. There's no car packs, there's no track packs, or stage, or country packs or whatever. To add more stages on or anything like that. It's very rare. There's barely any pre-order bonuses as well. All I got was that high-end IR5 and the badge or something for my profile. So it's very weird how this game series seems to have completely avoided all the traditions of other AAA games.
Right 3, don't cut. Into left 4 long over bumps. Into right 5, 60.
Not that I'm complaining, but I would have liked more to this game. But then again, it should have been there from the game from the start. But again, that's not to say I'm bored of this game. Certainly not. Still finding challenges and stages that do offer challenges, etc. And obviously I've not explored everything in this game yet, because we've not finished this playthrough and we haven't, you know, done some of the other kind of game modes that are out there. We still might well explore.
Into left 6, left 5, 60, right 4 through dip, keep middle over crest, left 5, 60, left 6, don't cut, and left 4 long, 80, and right 6, into left 3, right 6, into left 4 long, opens, keep in, 100, left 5, into right 4 long over bumps, into left 3, 150, right 3 long, keep in, 100, left 6 through dip, right 5, and left 6, 150 to finish.
Oh dear.
Okay, slow
Slightly
down.
ruined it all there, but yeah, that certainly made up for at least one of the previous stages that we didn't do all that well on. And only a very slight amount of damage towards the end there, so
Amazing result. That's
yeah,
unbeatable.
that went really well. Really pleased with how that went. And yeah, car performed really well again. Amazes me how fast and how agile this car really is, to be honest, considering its age. But then again, racing cars even from 30 years ago are still somewhat better than even some modern cars today, so I guess that should be no surprise. But yeah,
Right 3.
impressive vehicle. Really can see why this was such a hit back in the day. And
Into left 6.
yeah,
Left 6 through dip. Right 5.
highly recommend it, quite frankly.
And left 6.
Obviously it's a car we've had on
Right
other
6.
racing games before, but obviously it's here where it shines most. Because obviously it's a rally car, and rally cars deserve to be on off-road courses like this, not on tracks. And
60.
yeah,
Turn acute left.
eats up Michigan
60.
like it's a Sunday lunch, quite frankly.
Crest. 80.
It's not really a challenge for the car. But Wales certainly will be in the next episode. But before that, I'm going to do the final stage on this event and see what we can do. So let's get going. So a relatively short one to end this episode on at 2.75 miles, 114 feet elevation, light gravel surface once again, 4:30 in the afternoon, but heavy rain showers. So we're ending on a bad visibility stage, like we've had for the majority of stages on this episode. But we do have a commanding lead, so we just have to keep it smooth, fairly quick, and we will win this event.
Left 6 over crest, dip 150. Right 3. Into left 6. Right 5. Into left 4 crest, opens 60. Right 6. Left 5, 60. Right 4 through dip, keep middle over crest. Left 5. Left 5, 60. Right 4 through dip, post inside, keep middle over crest. Left 5, 150, right 3 long, keep in, 100. Left 3 long, keep in, 100. Right 3, don't cut. Into left 4 long over mouse. Into right 5, 100. Left 4. And right 6, into left 5, 60, left 4. And right 6.
Grind.
Into
Weird
left
grind
5,
has come back.
80. Turn. Right 2. And right 4, 80.
The unexplained
Left 6,
grind.
60.
Most likely a
Right
glitch.
4 tightens over crest. Into
It's
left
annoying
5,
nonetheless.
60.
It's just
Left
sounding
5. Don't cut.
noise.
Into right 4 long over bumps. Don't cut. Into left
dear.
3. Don't cut. Right 3. Post inside. Into left 4 long over bumps. Into right 5. Don't cut. 60. Right 5. Keep left over jump maybe. Left 4 through dip. 60. Don't cut. Right 5. 80. Left 6. 60.
Oh dear.
Right 4 tightens over crest. Into left 5. 60. Right 3.
A little bit all over the place there.
4 long over bumps. Into right 5. 60. Right 5. Into left 4 crest opens. 60. Right 6. Right 5. Don't cut. Keep right over crest. 60. Care. Turn. Right 4. Bump. Right 5. Keep left over jump maybe. Over finish to stop.
Well, not exactly ending on a high there, but we are ahead by a very slight margin. And obviously it was a little bit crashy and a little bit unsmooth, but
That went really well.
it's enough to
Great
seal our
stage,
win
good
for
work.
this event, and that's all that really matters, quite frankly. So yeah, there we go. Solid first place with a 25 points, so we're well in the lead now with by 14 points. But obviously it all depends how we're going to do in the Welsh event in the next episode, because yeah, if we do extremely poorly on that, you know, not even get any points for instance, then we are going to struggle to keep in first place overall on this championship, which would be a shame, because obviously we've done quite well here in Michigan. We got did okay in Sweden, but obviously it was more down to luck, I think, more than anything. So I'd hate for it to all depend on one event. So yeah, gonna have to really try in Wales and just try and be as cautious and as smooth as possible, and just hope that we can at least come top 3, because we only need to be 11 points ahead of Alvarez to seal the championship. So yeah, if we come 2nd or 3rd, we should be able to do that, but any more than that, we might struggle. So yeah, let's seal the deal with this and collect our trophy and collect our points and all our money and all our experience. Yeah, we've leveled up to 47 and we're phenomenal apparently. Don't feel it after a couple of those stages, but we did alright overall. And yeah, there we go. So yeah, we'll be in Wales in the next episode for the next couple of, well, next 8 stages and final 8 stages. And yeah, hopefully we do okay, because we haven't done all that well in Wales beforehand, as you will well know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.